guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the Phoenix Club. And if you're new, hi, I'm Tiara. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more lit content. Guys, whatever. I had filmed the video, I don't know, recording setting jam, but it's fine. Anyways, guys, now as I said, okay, no, I have too many things that I have to do today, so I'm gonna be as quick as possible. Not hopefully never give it like all over the place, but then as you can tell by the title of the video, we'll be talking matric 101, to be more specific, term 1 101, basically answering the question that is matric really all that? Ana matric scam. What's up? Okay guys, term 1 is done, right? And we're already in term 2, you know, the train is already, you know, the train. Guys, that train is okay, no, let's forget that. But my point is, you know, everything is moving, you know, we are preparing for June exams, and I'm like, you know what, let me take my time to come and sit down with you all and tell you all the bits and pieces of matric and what are the things that you should like literally eliminate and what are the things that you should do more if you have been doing them. Get it? Basically, from my experience, we're gonna talk about the major thing that everyone avoids. I don't know if they avoid it, but they never talk about it. Sleep deprivation, right? I know you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I know. You're happy, you're excited, I'm going to matric, yay! And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna put much more work, and much more work means much more hours, you know, and much more hours means less sleep. I love the energy, but that is wrong. Listen to me. I've been doing that for the whole of term 1. I saw my results, and of course I will pat myself in the back because I know how hard I worked to get those results, but I'm not really happy because that's not what I wanted for me. Get it? My point is, if you're in grade 11, or if you're watching this video and you're going to grade 11, December, whichever time that you're watching this video and you're doing that, please stop sleep depriving yourself. You know, I don't know, but it's very wrong because, especially for you, if you're in grade 11, in any other grade for that matter, that's very wrong. You shouldn't be doing that to your brain. There's a word that I'm looking for and it just got you shouldn't be doing that to your brain. Get it? Because like if you study more hours but sleep less, you're basically doing nothing at all. Most of the information that you got when you're studying for that 6 hours, it's literally not going to get stored in your brain. Why? Let me explain this in simple terms. When you are sleeping, or when we are sleeping, our brain, that's when our brain literally has the time to store information from most important to less or not important at all, you know, where you're gonna dream. Basically, when you're sleeping, your brain is active. It goes through different stages. So there's a stage where it has to get rid of the waste, and you basically getting rid of all the information that you don't need and taking in and storing the information that you need. So if you sleep for like 2 hours, you understand that your brain can't go through all the stages. I'm not sure if it even gets to a certain stage, because I'm not sure what brain, I don't know. But what I know is you should be sleeping for like 8 hours in order for your brain to do all those stages, if not almost all of them, you know, so that the information that you've been studying, whether at school or whatever, gets stored. Another thing, I think you can attest to the fact that if you're sleeping for 2 hours, you've realized that in class you're sleeping, you lack concentration. Most of the time, after the teacher fits out, after that 1 hour, you usually had nothing, something or to nothing at all. Why? Because you haven't been concentrating and your brain is tired. So when now or basically usebenza morao, because every time when you get home you have to go through the content that the teacher taught in class, start all over and teach that to yourself, basically, right? I'm right? Because you didn't hear anything in class when they're explaining the whole concept of what female reproduction, for instance. You didn't hear the fertility, there what are those, the fallopian tubes and whatever, fertilization, how it takes place and why it takes place. You get it, man, you get it. So when now what you have to do is get home, open your life science textbook and start that whole chapter over. Whereas for a learner who sleep 8 hours, that learner was able to concentrate in class and get the whole information. So when they get home, it's not a thing which they study. When they get home, they sleep and wake up in the early hours. In the early hours of the morning, then they try and remember the information. And trust me, Bona, they will remember the information because the brain had time to store that information in the brain. You get it? They don't really have to do that much work and study and stuff. No, for them it's like a revision. Be like, okay, cool. So that's what happened. The fallopian tubes, the endometrium sheds because the egg is not there. There's no implantation type of thing. When you have to literally study the whole thing and you're literally wasting time. So my advice: stop sleep deprivation now. Get it? Okay, how you can recover from that? I did a bit of a research, and the thing is, you can never recover from sleep debt. But the nicest thing is that if you can form some kind of a routine, your body like routine, and teach your body every day 5 o'clock we sleep and we wake up 2 o'clock in the morning. That's like 8 hours. You've already slept 8 hours. 2 o'clock when you wake up, what do? You study and study and study, then prepare for school, then go to school. When you if you do that consistently, your brain will get used to it and it won't get so tired anymore because it sleeps enough hours. It sleeps for enough hours. Get it? So in order for you to recover from sleep debt, you can never really recover, but just teach your brain a certain routine that will get used to. Another thing, when you're recovering from this, you may experience something like headaches and stuff, which is one of the things that I experienced when I was recovering from sleep debt. It's completely normal. I would advise you to go to the doctor if you want. If they get severe, you can go to the doctor. But with me, I didn't because of unforeseen circumstances. The thing, they weren't so severe. They were just mini headaches. They're not really aching. They're just annoying. You get it? Because sometimes like this side, sometimes like this side. It's like, oh my God. Get it? Another thing with not sleeping enough, you're likely to get muscle tension, which is like annoying. That's another thing that's annoying. Muscle tension is annoying. I know it. I've experienced muscle tension for the past 2 years. It's a lot. It's funny how it took me a whole 2 years to, and not really 2 years, a year and a month to understand the factor. I need to sleep enough in order for me to get the results that I want. So me, I'm doing the job for you. Please do not, by any chance, do it to yourself. Another thing, I think I've talked about 3 things now: sleep deprivation, how to recover. Another thing, when you study, please break down your study techniques. Yes, do not want to study, break down your study, look at techniques, break down your study, whatever. Have breaks in between, get it? There are many techniques that you can use. Search for study techniques, that Pomodoro, Feynman, whatever. I only remember those 2. Oh, there's spaced repetition, I think. But then when you can utilize your phone right now and go search, no, actually not right now, after watching this video, and go search different study techniques, right? Yeah, basic breakdown is studying. Don't wanna do it. Man, the aim is not the aim is not to tire yourself out. I think the biggest misconception that most of us have with studying is the fact that after studying, you're supposed to feel tired, you're supposed to feel lethargic, you're supposed to, yeah, you know what, I'm tired. Don't worry, I thought the same too, but then I realized it's not about tiring yourself out. That's not the aim, but the aim is to get much more information as you can, as much as you can. So tiring yourself out won't help you. Instead, you're just gonna go back to the same place over again. You're always gonna feel the need to always, revise the content, whereas time is moving and you can't always go back to term 1 or term 2 right now. You're doing calculus, you have to go back to functions because you forgot what it's again. What's the domain? How do you get the range? You get it. So when you do this, you're literally eliminating the thing when I always have to go back and revise. Yes, you can revise doing my past question papers and seeing where your weaknesses are, but you don't have to go back and literally go study, a parabola again. That's my point. Get it? Yeah. Another thing I should advise you all on is to literally pray more, because God really is alive, guys, and He does pull through. I saw that because I told him about my problems. I was like, you know what, my guy, you literally put me in matric. You helped me get to matric. Just show me the way, and He did. Get it? So my point is, pray, study, hope for the best. Don't sleep deprive yourself. That's very wrong. Take it from me, I've experienced that. And when, if you think what I'm saying is crazy, continue sleep depriving yourself for the whole of term 1. Wait for your results, and literally go DM me on my IG and tell me, are you happy with your results? Get it? I think I've said everything, guys. And by the way, I have to go wash my washing. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all so much. Stay blessed. Until next time, I'm out.